Oh, don't do that.
Wow.
That's not the vibe.
I haven't held back.
Aaron. I'm pretty sure that was Aaron.
What?
Yeah, it was Aaron.
Nonsense.
Ridiculous.
If it was
Adorable.
fucking Cody, it would have been the stupid tax thing. Don't.
Ridiculous.
I'm holding back. I'm not doing it. I'm holding back.
Felt you reaching for the button.
No, I was actually in the middle of recording other things because I'm waiting to get like another gem from you.
Oh, I see. Well.
Oh,
Oh,
I see.
no, don't tell me. No, I'm just gonna trust you didn't. All right. Welcome back to Nat19. This is the thing now. They've graduated from penis, as we all do, to harassing me
Never
with
penis.
quotes.
Happy new penis.
Happy new penis!
Happy new penis.
Happy new penis.
Happy new penis.
Hello.
I hope it works better than the last one.
Yep. Welcome back. This is the first game of 2022. Or as I've been affectionately calling it, 2020.2.
He's right.
Because I'm still getting over 2019.
Yeah.
That said,
Yeah.
we've returned with all these lovely people. And Carrie's even here.
I know. I'm terrible.
What are you doing here, you freak?
I should leave. I really should.
No, I love you.
Oh, I love you.
So real quick, I'm going to go ahead and roll this die to determine who's going to give us the recap. And then I'm going to disregard the result and tell Carrie to do it. Carrie, recap.
God damn it. I fucking died.
You can do better than that.
Yes, that's
Although
all
to
I
be
got.
fair, there's not a whole lot to recap, but you can do better than that.
Yeah. Okay, we fought Heckin' Tribulation, and it was a whole heckin' time. Fucking, this was 2 weeks ago, so I'm trying to remember fucking details. Fucking, he ran right at Lexi, and she fucking got squished into a fine paste. And, oh, fuck. And then everybody was real sad, and fucking Nemric was like, I'm fucking stab, fucking die, and then he was all like, if I die, you won't get your friend back. Oh, too late, you've already stabbed me. Fucking Miriam was like, we should heal him, and then he was like, too late, I'm already ashes, sorry. Heckin'.
I'm already ashes.
Yeah. And then everybody was real upset. Avi beat the crap out of Miriam, saying it was all his fault that Lexi fucking died. And then Mother Tier was all like, y'all need to calm down. Like, it's okay. She's over there. She's at the Bastille. Y'all can just go get her. And it was like, okay, cool.
That was definitely the tone of that conversation.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. They'll let her out at 6. You can go pick her up at the front gate.
Y'all got bail money, right?
Her teacher
So
said
no bail money.
she was not sharing her crayons today, but I think she may have just been acting out because it was her first day.
Penis.
I was nervous.
I knew you got that. I knew.
Penis.
I knew.
Penis.
I could sense it in my soul.
I got the rare Logan penis.
Good for you.
A rare Logan peen. Awful. The worst.
Nat19 peen.
Nat19.
Alrighty. As you guys are moving, you guys travel, and just as you're cresting about the 6th hour, you are most of the way there, you start to hear a stomping noise. Very large footfalls, very slow, clumsy footfalls. Who has the... I get to ask this now. Who has the highest passive perception in the
It's
group?
Nemric.
It's Nemric?
It's
Oh,
absolutely
Yeah.
Nemric.
I hate that we've immediately become used to it. I wanted you guys to be like, what's that?
I have a 19.
Bah!
That's pretty good.
Oh, dang.
And I don't see shit.
Alrighty.
I have a 17.
Give me 1 second to grab something. You guys start to hear these large footfalls. As you pass through an area that is a bit more forested, a bit more trees around you. A lake passing by the side of where you are. A lake that is one of many that emerges from the Akuma Kyofu. You, Nemric, you're the first one to pick up on this sound of footfalls, crushing sticks, shuffling. It sounds like maybe 4 or 5 individuals. You can't quite tell. It seems to change in tempo, and you hear this guttural from the darkness beyond where you're able to see. And then it stops very suddenly. As it does, you hear just a very faint and then this horrific shriek lets out. This multi-tone sound of multiple creatures roaring as you see 4 figures begin charging at the group through the darkness. Coming within view, these are very large figures, they with shambling bodies. Shifting from side to side as they run, you see part of the arm of one of these large humanoid figures detaches as if falling off from just the force of moving forward. You're the first to recognize that there is a series of what looks like ogres rushing at you. As they begin charging at you, you see as they rush forward that these are not merely ogres. You see, I actually wanted to say, Lexi, you recognize what they are, but you...
Oh, no!
You recognize these to be deceased. Weapons are coming out of their bodies, pierced into their skin. These shambling creatures, seemingly driven by nothing but hunger, rush towards the group, pushing trees to the side as they move past them. A guttural multi-tone escaping them as they charge you. Alright, one of them is gonna go. The one that was closest to you, that may have been a good choice you just made.
Good, good.
They begin rushing forward as it can't make it to you guys. Normally, it shambles forward. It's going to take the dash action to continue rushing. Lexi and Miriam. This one rushes up, it gets close to you. It gets between you, raises up its weapon as if it's about to attack, but it's too, it is unable to do so at the moment. Sorry, what was that, Hayden?
Nothing.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought, okay. Oh, that was you. You were saying what up?
Oh no, Lexi and Miriam.
You said Lexi and Miriam.
Oh, did I say Lexi and Miriam? Why is Lexi on my brain? Fenris and Miriam!
You're just so distraught.
They're gone,
She's
Logan.
not here anymore.
Logan, they're gone. You have to let go.
Oh,
You're never seeing them again, Logan.
no. Oh my god.
But yeah, sorry. Fenris and Miriam, my bad. Avi,
Yes,
it is your turn.
Good.
Ah, hello. I did it.
It's true.
Okay. I was checking. I was like, okay, I have no more Flash Victorious because, you know, we fought a big. Alright, so you're a little... Actually, no, I could get to you because I'm speedy as fuck. I'm fast as fuck.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Fast as fuck, boy.
Fucks as back, boy.
Fast as fuck, boy.
So I'm gonna go up 10 feet and I'm gonna fly over her. Unless me being 10 feet is taller than them, because then I won't. But heckin', I won't be flip-flappering.
Oh, I just realized.
Oh
The
no.
damning rebuke thing is automatically applied. It's just got the wrong thing. Bam. Sorry, just a Fenris thing. Alright, you're getting over there. Know that if they take damage, they will stop being turned.
Shit.
But we could
There's,
just murder them.
Yeah, there's the one that is
This
by
boy.
Miriam. And then there's the one in the very far back that you could fuck up.
You're right. Okay. And I've fought with Fenris before, so would I might know the signs of her turn undead spell because I've seen her do it before.
These creatures look like they're going to try to flee, so it's pretty telling.
Okay. So instead of that, I would like to backtrack to where I was. I was like here-ish. I will fuck up the one next to Miriam then.
All right. Easy movement.
Yep. And again, I'm gonna go for some stab-lablins
Mm-hmm.
Go get him.
with Vox Victoria. Yeah.
That's a hit.
Oh, thank God! That's a miracle!
I know, right? Miriam's there, so num 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 num. It's time for a snack.
Oh no.
I thought you didn't feel that way about Miriam.
No,
Oh.
I don't.
You strike, you
Also
cut
not to
into
feel
it.
that way.
As you bring your blade into it and leave a large gash along it, opening up part of its body, this grotesque, this terrible smell, a rancid smell, pours out from the wound. You gag for a second before you continue on with whatever you're going to do.
It's fucking disgusting. And going for another innate dexterity. Yeah.
That's an at-one.
Oh.
Oh, your poor
Carrie.
style points.
You gag for more than a second, interrupting the flow of your next attack.
Fucking. God, you smell as bad as Miriam. Yeah.
That's a hit.
There you fucking go, BB.
Emotional
Yeah.
damage. You do another 9 points of damage.
I love that guy.
Stop.
I love that.
I also love that, but no. None of that here.
Last one.
That's a hit.
Yay!
Wow.
Good day for my crap rolls.
There you go.
Is that you?
I don't have a Lexi, so there's no reason for me to stay close to him. I'm gonna. About how tall are these boys? My wonderful
They
boys?
would stand at maybe 9, 8-ish feet tall.
Okay. And because of mobile, I can safely biff it out of there.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go up about 25 feet, and I'm gonna scoot my boot.
Alright, you scoot your
Nice.
boot.
Also, I'm really glad that you said stay close to him, because I thought you were going to be like, I don't have a Lexi, so I don't have a reason to live.
The
You're
one
like, oh, yeah.
I
Makes
mean,
sense.
Lexi, it's your turn.
Gotta go.
Rattles bars aggressively. Flux. And Fenris, you're on
Alright.
deck. Except you're stunned.
Yep.
I think Flux is looking at these ogre boys running off. We cannot allow them to escape. They may alert others.
Who are they gonna tell?
I don't know, I'm crazy. Scorching ray.
We can't let them get away! They might alert the Federation!
Tell the dragons.
That is a hit.
Big Xanthric vibes.
Hell yeah. Just a paranoid maniac and a demi-plane of dread. Alright, and firearm damage. Pachoo.
17 points. That was solid.
Hell yeah. Alright.
As you hit it, that one is no longer turned.
well,
Good. Scorching Ray's 3 beams, right? Yeah, 3 beams. Alright, so then I'll hit this guy a second time. Get pachooed!
Fire again. Fantasy Grounds has a moment. It hits.
Hell yeah.
hitting on a 2. Who are you, Nicolo?
It takes another 7 points of damage.
And yes, I am still very much in range of this boy, so I'll hit the last one with my 3rd Scorching Ray.
No, come back! That's a hit.
Yay, our
Yes.
our sacks of experience.
Our experience sacks.
You
we
deal.
need it to survive.
You do 10 points of damage to it, and it is no longer turned.
Just see them turn around toward me, look very satisfied, like, yes, I'm helping. That's my turn.
Back up to the
They
top.
were all separated for a bit, and I'm like, oh, I can't put them inside of a freaking dome of fire, I guess.
We're back to you, Flux.
Boo!
Boo, yes. Let's see here. Is that a tree between these two guys, or is that just the ground?
Just the ground,
Yeah.
I believe.
Gotcha. Then, yeah, you know, I'm feeling sassy. Fireball these two.
Just sure thing.
Flux today.
Right on.
Leave no witnesses.
Oh my god.
They both fail.
Good. Good. Get pachooed.
They both take 23 points of damage.
Good. Good. that's my turn.
Okay. Aviana,
So,
and then Nemric, you're on deck.
All right, zoom. I'm gonna fly down, and we're gonna go for some pachas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that they got closer. I didn't have to use my bonus action to get to him to bap them.
It's true.
This makes my life easier.
And all the while, I may not have granted you your bonus action.
Oh.
It's true.
I have been known to be that sort of tyrant.
y'all, Logan, please.
Yeah, that hits, absolutely.
Well, Brett is bullied. Checking it off.
You
I
deal
checked that off first.
You didn't already have that off?
8 points of
No, I
damage
didn't.
to
I know.
it.
Sorry.
Okay. Innate.
You strike, that's a nat 20!
No.
Oh, there's so
God
much I can
damn.
do! God, yes! Okay, so... I don't know if these fuckers can be frightened, but I'm certainly gonna try. How close are you? Woo! You're right in range, bitch!
Oh shit.
I'm so excited. I love using this. I love this feature. Leave me alone. I'm so excited. I miss Sabi, okay? Make your saves.
God.
Shut up!
They all fail.
Yes! Shut up.
You're so cute.
You're cute.
Fuck.
Okay, that is applied to them. So now
I have advantage against you bitches. Fuck.
Noting you
what's wrong with me?
should resolve your critical.
Yes.
You enjoy
Yeah.
D&D, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You deal 15 points of damage to that zombie.
Tasty, tasty. And extra here.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
I'm gonna resolve this. No, I wanna. Yep, there's an Avi roll.
You didn't sneak attack, huh?
Oh, I didn't!
You
But
already,
I have one more, so it's
you
okay.
already rolled it, so yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm like, I have one more, so it's fine.
Strike again, and that's a 20.
Oh,
Yes!
God
bitch!
damn.
Bye, my zombie.
That's what I always did with Mal, is I just waited to the last attack just in case it was a crit.
Yeah.
Yes, bitch! Okay, so... why was... I was fucking clicking sneak attack onto... I was
You-
like trying to drag it onto the zombie.
You did it twice. I'm gonna remove one of those.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
Because I started dragging, I was like, wait. That's not for you. I mean, it's for you, but it's not for you. If this doesn't murder him...
Oh, it murders him. It absolutely does. However,
I was like, I could knock him prone because of fucking critical, but...
however,
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, but I made it explode.
how far away
Yeah.
are you, Miriam?
Proud.
Too far away.
Stabbing the lungs, can't scream if it has no lungs, right?
Right?
You got
Okay.
me.
Good job, Aaron.
It lets out a piercing wail. The same thoughts flood your minds. The two of you need to make saves.
Woo!
Flux fails an
shit.
intelligence save.
Wow.
I didn't know that was
How did-
possible.
You know? Huh.
Flux, you take 3d10 psychic damage. You take 19 psychic damage, and you are stunned for 1 round. Alrighty. Tag.
I'm
You're
it.
Huh.
God damn
Okay.
it.
Just put that on the shirt. Just him with like a thumb to himself. Just, I'm it.
I'm
That's
it.
cute.
I'm it.
Stop being cute!
It's a
Damn
medium
it.
withdrawing of tag saying gaming.
I'm a gamer.
Wow.
Oh,
You
if I go
sound
over
weirdly
there.
like native
Stop
Canadian
it, I
when
love
you do
Native
that.
Canadian.
You did it. I'm a gamer.
I'm a gamer.
Wow.
I am it.
If I go over there, it dies. Oh, it's gonna fuck us. Well, gonna happen either way. I'm gonna go over here.
Mardark.
Mark. I'm gonna go in for some murder.
Alrighty, going for some murder. Rush up to it,
I'll
spin
have a
your
nice helping
double-sided
of
blade.
murder. Maybe with a side of murder.
That hits. You didn't target it though. It looks like.
Oh, whoops. I thought it did. Oh, somebody else is targeting it. That's why. It's
Yeah.
still got like the targeting reticle on it. so-
Totally.
It
Yeah.
probably me and other people.
Probably. Hiya!
You strike. It dies as you rush up to it.
Yeah.
You leap. You cut it in half, bringing your blade down on it. As you do, the screech echoes out from it. Here it is.
Here we go! Okay. Oh, no. Fenris, you're within 10 feet.
Yep, Fenris has the bonus.
I'm sorry,
Brace
Miriam.
up.
Help.
Let's see.
Help.
You. Flux, you can't be stunned more, but you will. Yeah, you're all within range. But you will possibly take the psychic damage if you fail.
Cuckoo.
As it strikes, as it lets out that wail. Hacha!
Come on, tag. Yes! Ah!
Fenris and Avi, you fail.
Fenris now!
I know you tried.
You both take 10 damage.
Cool.
And you are stunned. The boy's going to attack Miriam.
Oh no. I have to...
Better words.
Alright, sorry. I'll just go ahead and roll the d10 and I'll remove it.
Glitter in your face.
Remove 2. So your AC is higher than 14, yeah?
My AC is 14.
Oh, then it hits you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It strikes. You take 16 points of damage. It's going to go for one last attack on you.
Oh crap.
Barrels down on you, and it hits.
Monday.
Mariam.
Oh.
Mariam, no.
You take 13 points of damage. You are knocked unconscious.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Nemric.
But I'm not allowed to let him die. I'm kidding.
It's true.
I'm gonna go for some pachus on this thing. First pachu.
Aww. For those listening
It
at
wanted
home,
it.
that wanted to be a 20. You fire, the flaming arrow sticks into it, the smell of rotting, burning meat fills the area as it catches ablaze. Go ahead.
Hiya.
That hits.
That wasn't nearly as almost a 20.
And it dies, but you know what that means.
Hooray!
Not me!
Ah, shit.
That means
That
Well-
means...
Do I auto-fail because I'm unconscious? No, I guess...
It's an intelligence save.
Yeah, never mind. I'm fine. Well, we'll see.
Ooh.
I've got a good chance.
Here's to hoping tags. Yep, I rolled
I succeeded
poorly.
earlier.
Again.
Do I get to... Am I immune now? Or...
No. This isn't a fear
Okay,
effect.
cool. Oh, gotcha.
So, Fenris, Tag, and Avi, you are all affected yet again. Miriam, you managed to avoid it.
Hooray!
Uh-oh. The people who can heal him. Oh, no!
You all take 10 damage, and you are stunned. Miriam, I need you to make a death save.
Oh no.
That's a success!
Oh, thank God. I was about to yell at Spencer and be like, "You did this!" Like, fucking-
Oh,
And
no. Nemric did.
Flux, your turn.
Uh-huh.
I
All
never get
right.
blamed for anything,
I'm
though.
gonna
It's true.
do I think a wisdom check to see
Oh, no.
whether I will do a thing.
And what's the verdict? Will you do a thing?
Yeah, he's going to very hesitantly land and approach Miriam. Let's see, that would be... Gets down. How much movement would that be? 20 feet? Yeah. So he
About
went
that.
down.
As you do that, I'm going to need you to make a charisma save.
Oh shit. Isn't that at the end of my turn? If I end my...
Well, you just took an action that was deliberately contrary to your madness.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair.
It is what it is. Flux, you have just taken 1 point of maddening deterioration, but continue.
Hey, you got what you wanted.
Hooray!
You got more madness.
You see
Santa
Miriam
got
in
my
peril. You focus and try to cut through the effects on your mind. You try to regain your senses in spite of the effect. Focusing your way through it, you do feel a nagging feeling in the back of your head, fighting against it, but you find clarity and you move over to Miriam.
Alright. Pull out one of my many mason jars of spiders.
Mm-hmm, of course.
And we'll give him a level 2 cure wounds.
Did I notice any hesitation on his part?
I think it would be very
You haven't
noticeable.
known him long enough to know that that's incongruent with how he acts, so...
I'm just
Also
just
fair.
asking.
But for everyone else, I look like I'm approaching a bear. And then I hurl the spiders at him, like, cap still on the jar, it just shatters on his body, and then I run 10 feet back.
Yeah, that doesn't seem weird at all.
Oh.
I've just been watching these guys for so long. That doesn't seem weird at all. You're right.
Well, I mean,
seems
that
pretty
hadn't
careful.
happened when I answered you,
No,
so
I'm playing.
that was undisclosed information. No, this is perfectly normal. You wouldn't know. Okay.
I just thought the other kid would do this, and I would just be like, well, that's normal.
Miriam,
It's pretty far for the course.
you take a breath. You return from your moment of being unconscious.
Ow.
Covered in spiders.
That's not new.
After a second, the rest of you come to your senses as well.
Was everyone all right?
Fine.
I believe so.
Been worse.
How are you all feeling?
I've been better, but I'll be fine.
You guys arrive back in Bochi. I won't bother resharing the world map. It is a time. You guys see what I described to you before? What would you guys like to do?
I want to nudge at Tag because he's probably the only one I'm near, and point out the steam and the floral scent to him.
Yeah, does smell quite inviting.
It's rather odd with everything turned off now that there's even something going on over there.
Yeah, seems could be a bathhouse.
You're getting my hopes up.
Well, I hope to. Let's. Should we go and check it out then?
Perhaps you should bring it up to the others. They're not very trusting of me.
Fair enough. Everyone, how do we feel about resting at the whatever's making that smell?
We don't know what it is, though.
Well, we can go and find out.
But should
Hopefully
we?
it will be something that won't hurt us. I mean, it doesn't hurt to check.
I can sneak ahead and get a better idea.
That's
We
fine.
may want to hold back on separating inside this place. We already know that there's someone here that wants to cause us harm.
Well, once we get closer, I mean. I don't mind going on ahead.
That's fine. Let's get a move on then. See what it is.
Oh,
Hello.
Boo.
Greetings.
you look unusual.
We are unusual.
That makes sense. May I help you?
Unusual. Unusual as in types that you don't wish to serve?
Most people are not dressed in the way that you are. We wear neither the silk adornments of the nobility here, nor the common garb of the commoners of this town. I take it you're from somewhere else.
Looks to Miriam.
We're a long way from home.
He reaches down, picks up a candle that is on a tiny tray, but he can't get his finger through the loop of the candle, so he just kind of takes it between two fingers and raises it up. Do you wish to do business here?
I think so. Do you have enough rooms for us?
Certainly. I am very sorry. Where are my manners? He stands, having been sitting. My name is Ifune Ikogami. You see, he bows slightly. I run this business. Do you need medical treatment? You don't look very good. Or do you just need rooms?
Rooms, food, and a bath.
Well, use of the springs is typically reserved for those who rent our more expensive rooms.
How much are your expensive rooms?
That would be... He, looks at you for a second. I don't know if you're familiar with our currency. If I take it that you've shown up here only recently. They are 200 sen. I'm not sure what sort of money you use, but if it is made of a similar metal to ours, then maybe I could approximate.
We've, oh right, I only have platinum pieces.
Oh,
I'm too rich.
I'm like, I'll step forward and I'll pull out a piece of gold, a piece of electrum, and a piece of silver, like one of each coin. Do any of these look familiar to you?
Should be 2 of those.
Yeah, he reaches down and he taps the gold piece. This would be worth 100 sen. You are members of the hunt, I take it.
Yes, sir.
Unfortunately.
Okay.
We'll try not to cause you any trouble.
It's fine. If there's anything that you need... Did somebody send you here? To me?
No?
Why?
Would there be reason to?
No.
Can I insight that?
Go ahead.
My wisdom is ass, but I'm gonna try, because
Excuse me.
Suspicious.
I don't think we need to, but I guess I'll go for it.
Oh my god, guys!
Ass wisdom, dude! She doesn't know people! Thank God for Limerick.
Carrie has passed on her bad rolls to the party, and this is fine. You're welcome.
So I'm pretty sure this guy is a member of the table at this point. Like, personally.
That's my secret. If I don't want you to suspect someone, I don't show you art. But Nemric, you would pick up on you know what? Just because he can't beat a 23, but just because I'm gonna go ahead and
Do it.
See.
you all, including Flux, you all can tell that he is definitely choosing not to say something.
Do you need help, my good sir?
No. Do you?
Not any longer after what you've done for us, and honestly, that is a great debt. Thank you very much for your hospitality. If there's anything you need help with, including anything that may be troubling your mind. We can at least lend an ear.
Are any of the table members, they're not pursuing you here, are they?
Not anymore.
I do not believe so.
Okay.
Unless you know something.
Oh my god.
The only thing that I will say is
Just a hand on his shoulder.
the only thing that I will say, sir, is that you know that one of those that reside in this city, correct? That is, I believe, the only one who would ever make their way here.
Yeah, I know him.
As long as he does not approach, then you should be fine.
I try to stay out of the way. But I guess if no one sent you here, that's fine. But, if you're against the table, just know that anything that the Ikogami family can do for you, we will. As you guys are standing in the hallway, you hear the creaking of a door sliding to the side as one of the paper doors opens, and you see a, what looks to be an elven woman, an elderly elven woman, walks out. You see her stretching, moving her arms as if she just woke up. Looks to be wearing the robes of what you take to be a commoner here. A tired look on her eyes. Older than you'd expect an elf to look. And you don't really see old age catch up with elves all that much, but part of their hair is grayed, and it looks like the color has left most of their face. As they step out, they look down the hallway towards all of you. They have a moment of seeming dreary, and then their eyes focus, as if they're recognizing who they're seeing in front of them. They curl their lips, and they turn, they walk away from you rapidly.
It's like being back home.
Do they curl their lips? Like a sneer?
Like they just purse them inwards as if they're biting their bottom lip. Second of...
Miriam turns invisible. I want to follow them.
Alright.
Without following, just as they leave, just like good morning, and then I just like say the Elvish word for like grandma.
Gunner's audibly gasped.
As they head out, they close the door to the building behind them. Miriam, do you plan to try to open it to follow?
Yep.
Okay. Given that would be a disturbance, I would like you to roll a stealth check with advantage.
Nice.
Well, they're not gonna. There's just no way.
There's just no way.
As they walk out, you pull the door, you open it quietly. You see they seem to be gathering themselves. You get the sense that they didn't intend to leave quite so quickly, but as they move away, they seem to begin walking farther in towards the center of the city, of the village, rather. To what extent do you want to follow them?
Given their haste and anything, I'm trying to just see if they're looking more like they're trying to go alert someone to where we are, or if they're just trying to get away from us.
Roll me insight. In their haste, the best you can tell is they're just trying to not be where you are. They seem to have been alarmed by you being there, and there's a brief moment of danger that seemed to flash across their face, but the exact intentions of where they're going and what they plan to do are perhaps they escape you. As they move into the city, they would move quite a ways away, so nothing of any major event would happen. They move 5 or 6 blocks inwards. They seem to be heading... well, you wouldn't really know. You don't know the layout of the city well enough to know exactly where they're heading, but they do just seem to be heading towards more residential areas.
As soon as we get to somewhere secluded enough, I want to... It'll break my invisibility, but I'll cast Charm Person on them.
Alrighty. Go ahead and... what's your DC?
DC 16.
That's Wisdom or Charisma?
Wisdom.
Okay, as you do, you cease being invisible, you cast Charm Person on them. You would not know either way, I believe, if the magic takes hold, unless it's a concentration?
No, just last an hour.
Yeah, so you would not know if it takes hold, but you cast it on them. As you do, there is a verbal component, I believe, so you would make enough noise that they would stop you. You see their walking begin to slow their feet shuffle along the ground and they stop, and you get the sense that they're aware of you, but they're not turning to look at you.
Wanted to apologize if my friends and I made you uncomfortable back there.
I think nothing of it.
Do you have some other place to go? You were leaving an inn you were staying at so quickly.
I was just trying to get out of my home. I'm returning. Don't worry about me.
I could walk you there if you like. The city's dangerous right now with the Zugaiken walking around. The hunt has just begun, so they're a little more aggressive than usual from what I hear.
If I may ask, whereabouts around here are you from?
Out east.
Out east. So you're one of those who live among the, You're from Hoshokin, perhaps?
Yeah.
And what brings you around here?
Some business in the city, and some personal issues.
Aye, certainly, if you'd like to escort me back to my home, I wouldn't mind. I would appreciate the protection.
As they're looking at you, as they turn to face you, you see a look of terror in their eyes.
Well, alright then. If you're gonna help me get back to my home, come along then.
And she turns and she starts walking.
Grandmother, my bad.
Okay. You walk for about another 20 minutes or so, and you arrive on an area at the edge of the town, on the southern side. As you go to it, she walks up to what looks to be a relatively badly kept home. There's, instead of a door, there's that looks to be just a cloth that has been hung above the door. As she walks to it, she pulls it aside. Looks like she's about to step into it.
Right, thank you very much. This is my home.
I hope you have a lovely whatever it is.
Stay safe.
Marked that one off earlier. Miriam's gonna disappear again. And he's just gonna stay and watch for a while.
She remains there for a bit. As she does, we're going to come back to the others for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Alright, Fenderson,
I have
Nemric.
things to ask.
Fenris is just in the hot spring, arms crossed.
It was just a joke.
That's why everyone's laughing. Child. Absolute child.
Can you indulge this child for a moment?
I suppose. What's up?
You are a cleric. And from what I've heard and seen, you seem to be very prepared in case anything were to happen to any of your friends. Am I correct?
I try my best. Sometimes I'm not as prepared as I should be, but you can never tell what the day's going to bring, so hindsight is 20/20.
In seeing of recent events, I would like to offer you a trade.
Oh?
If you would humor me for a moment. Do you happen to have a diamond? One of sufficient worth, of course, but one that you wouldn't mind losing.
And if I do,
I wish to trade it from you.
for what?
I know that such a thing is very worth a lot to you, as that is something that you can use to protect your friends. So, in exchange, I would offer one of my own protections to them. I mentioned to you before that I could cast a certain spell in case any of our group, well, if I decided to hopefully save them in any sort of danger that may happen. But I noticed that one of your friends is acting odd, and I wanted to, on my way to find someone to make me more arrows, potentially ask someone to grind down that diamond of yours.
I have some. That's a trade I'm willing to make. Yes,
That isn't the extent of the trade.
oh.
I'd also
Continue
like to
then.
know if you believed if you could perform the kind of miracles we've seen happen over at that woman's hut we had just left.
Mother Tear.
I see.
I can.
I don't think that anything I can do can help your friend if he is suffering from anything, or maybe he's just paranoid. But I do believe that your friend is
Sorry, continue.
acting strangely.
I am very confused by his actions as of recent.
If
He
I were
just
to grind
seems
down this
scared.
diamond, even though it would cost one of your diamonds to aid your friends and bring them back to life, would you mind using such a thing, or at least some part of it, I don't know how much you would need, to ridding him of whatever this is? That way, I don't have another blunder on my record.
I think that can be arranged. And don't give yourself the full credit of the previous blunder. We need to be more organized. Pursuing this as we have has proven to be insufficient.
I thank you
Luckily-
for saying it wasn't my fault, but I believe that after even just a small amount of thought, I should have realized whatever would have happened to you would have been trivial, since we believe you are one of the ones potentially who are, well, supposed to be in this place. We've confirmed that I'm not, at the very least.
Yes.
I let loose my arrow very abruptly, and I don't wish to do so again. Not without forethought.
Yes, that would be advised. Still, we hadn't discussed anything as a group in that regard. And with what happened, I can understand.
I know that none of you wish to have my help, at least from what I've seen of all of you. But just like all of you, I am trapped here. And though I've been playing it up a lot with Taguchi, there is a part of me that worries that I may have to stay here after everything is said and done, if I don't at least show my worth to all of you. That is the last part of my deal. I wish you to, whenever we come to leave this place, you see me for my worth, and make a decision then whether or not you will save me from this hell, and allow me to go back to my own, eventually.
Fenris will pause and kind of smile at that thought, like it's almost funny to her. Nemric, with all due respect, I've been an advocate for you. Just don't prove me wrong on that front. While Aviana shows her true feelings on her sleeve, my judgment of you is not settled yet. And I would hate for that to lead to conflict.
So would I. Oh, silly. So would I. That one means sister.
And I'm like, you're very strange.
It's cute.
You're very, very, very strange. I don't understand you. I wish Miriam would get back.
I'm sure he's fine.
Miriam.
I'd like to be in a separate call, please.
Oh
my-
how dare
Can
you!
I be there?
That's fitting because I was going to drag you into one.
Everyone get your bingo!
I wanna be there.
What up?
Hi.
Do you have a particular reason?
Miriam is going to watch that house for up to 2 hours. If they exit in that time, Miriam will walk up to them invisibly and cast Inflict Wounds on them.
Ooh. So, during that time, they do not leave the house.
Alright. Would have to use another use of his invisibility.
Yeah, if you were spying on them, you would see that they are pacing inside. At one point, they do take what appears to be just a cloak, and they throw it around their body as if they're going to leave. They pull their hood up, then they pull it back down. You see them grit their teeth slightly, and they choose not to go out. They seem to be in quite a bit of distress.
If they don't exit in that time, and Miriam sees this, he'll enter the house.
All right, roll me another stealth check with advantage, because you'd have to pull the tarp away. Yep, you do so. They don't seem to notice you enter.
Does this place look lived in?
Yeah, it looks like there's not a lot in here, but it appears to be their home. You hear them mutter to themselves a bit, but not about anything in particular during that time. As time goes on, they do seem to calm down, and they take a seat. They spend a very large amount of time sitting with their face in their hands. Eventually, your magic is close to running out, and you head back. Are you heading back to meet up with the rest of the group?
He would, he'd still wait around. He'd head outside the house. And, the area that they're in, what part of town is it? Is it, like, kind of on the outskirts?
Yeah, close to.
Take one of my daggers. I'm just gonna place it in front of the door outside quietly. Just in the ground. And then I'm gonna walk away.
Alright. Where are you walking away to?
I'm gonna head back to the ryokan.
Alrighty. As you do, you head back. It takes you again about the better part of half an hour or so to get there. Whenever you return, I would presume the others would probably be getting out or be close to done by that point, so we might as well jump back in with them.
Alright.
I need
What?
to talk to both of you.
Me and who?
Miriam.
Ah, oh. Sure. Miriam's gone, right?
No, Miriam's in the bathhouse.
Yeah, there. Can we have the conversation in the bathhouse, or?
That's where Fenris is trying to take you.
I don't want to bother him too much, but I don't think he'll mind. He has little shame. If he tells us to get out, it'll be fine. We could wait until after, but it's just been on my mind.
Sure.
So you're leaving me to follow Avi into the room after she tried to hit me.
Fenris is gonna put her hands up like, "Hey, don't look at me, man. You've instigated those disagreements.
Yes, but I didn't know she'd be in charge of the food after.
I behoove you to hold your tongue in other instances. Besides that, and Fenris will turn and start walking to the bathhouse. Good luck.
I immediately regret my actions. I go into the room that Avi went into.
I assume you mean you beseech him.
Yes.
Avi.
Eat. You're unfortunately useful.
Thank you very much.
Fenris would poke her head into the bathhouse and kind of, hey, Miriam, I hate to... Do you mind if we speak to you just for a moment? Or perhaps I speak and you guys listen.
Sure.
Miriam?
Aaron.
Miriam?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Fenris will walk in and kind of sit down and put her feet into the bath. So it isn't... We both know that you both are the hunted, and due to our suspicions, I'm under the assumption that I may be as well. And my request is, if you're going to discuss things privately, especially strategies, I would wish to be involved.
I gave you my reasoning for why we went.
That's fine. I just would like to be involved since we're all on the same team.
I think there's a misunderstanding that I went there because I thought the barrel knife might be there. When we got there, I thought the barrel knife might be there. I was very honest with everyone about my original reasoning for leaving the path.
Oh? I thought you thought the knife was there.
I thought maybe a possibility. That's not why I went. I expected someone to be waiting to ambush us at the exit to the forest. That's why I got us the horses, and that's why I thought we should leave the path.
Thought it was a ruse.
No, I wouldn't lie to you guys. Not if I didn't need to.
Oh no, I don't know that.
It's
I do
true
now.
you don't.
Yeah.
I guess my next question is, after we hopefully collect Lexi, what are our plans? It seems
Well-
that Sagittarius would be the easiest to go out into conflict, but Tribulation we already have grievances with.
Well, we could go find help.
Finding the rest of
no.
the hunted is important. Finding the rest of the hunted would be important.
Agreed.
Yes. Also, there's the... Gonna find their names again. Where did they go? The Stars of Ilium. They're a group that is, they're resistance against the table.
Right. It would be good to find those forces as well.
Have a rough idea of where they are?
While they're talking about this, the room that the woman came out of, Logan?
Yeah.
Was that a private room? Or was that towards the common area?
That was in the common rooms.
Okay.
Like, it was one of the non-luxury rooms that someone could rent.
Just wanted to make sure it wasn't one of the rooms that we were told was empty.
No. This woman did not look like someone who could casually drop 2 gold for a night at a place.
Yeah, I didn't expect them visually to. I thought they might have been in there.
So we hit up the Bastille, rescue Lexi, and then search for those who might be aligned with the same interests as us.
I have to find this Bastille first.
Hopefully with you and Tag here, we'll be able to charm some locals into providing information if they have it.
Believe me, I just talked to one for a while and they didn't seem very keen on me.
No, I'm afraid due to the nature of our arrival, it seems that we're marked, but I assume that what isn't necessarily a new sensation.
Okay, I think the one had the right idea about me.
Hmm?
Still, we need to leave here. We need to conclude this as fast as possible, while keeping strategy in mind.
Yeah.
We have to move as one. I
Yeah.
worry, especially with Sagittarius' territory being so close. Separating is not prudent.
Are you talking about me leaving just now?
I understand why. I just wanted to express my concern. We're already one person down. And to lose one of the hunted, no less, that would be a great loss. You have to live to find what you're looking for.
I need to get you guys out of here.
Yeah, I would like to get out of here.
So perhaps tomorrow we shop for some items. I believe me and Nemric are going to look towards getting some of the diamonds I possess ground so we could cure whatever is going on with Flux. And then perhaps while we're shopping, we can see what people know. See
Your
if
friend
we can
isn't
strike a
normally
nerve.
that paranoid, right?
Somewhat,
quite
but
earnest,
not to that
commonly.
extent.
Hmm?
They're quite earnest commonly.
Oh,
He's been writing something. I don't know
seems like
what.
he's been taking notes.
This place is built to turn people on one another. Hopefully we can shake him from that habit. Focus him on staying alive.
Staying alive. Staying alive.
I've said my piece. She'll kind of bow her head and start scurrying towards the exit to the bathhouse.
We're gonna get
Enjoy
her back,
the rest
Fenris.
of your...
We're gonna get her back.
I know. But we need to better protect each other from this place. That can't happen again.
Fortunately, few of us specialize in protecting things.
Yes. And yet...
I especially do.
Still happened. Even if death is not permanent, it still takes. And I don't want Lexi to lose anything, as I wish the same for anyone else. Enjoy the rest of your bath. Food is already out. I believe we're going to go and rescue Nemric from a conversation with Aviana. She'll bow her head and then duck out.
His eyes just flicker from Fenris to Taguchi.
Yeah.
Nothing. You're just staring at me.
Oh, I didn't mean to. I don't blink, you see. The thing I
Sweet.
made up for the reborn now. Definitely a thing.
Doesn't change my world, man. You're good.
Yep. He'll never lose a staring contest.
My eyes don't need moisture. They're covered in ice.
Terrifying. All right.
Miriam.
Oh, she's pulling a flux. Right.
Yeah.
Miriam, as you exit the bath and prepare to head back to meet the others, you see Efune is outside the office with what looks to be an elven woman. You wouldn't have encountered many of them, but you'd recognize the exact skin coloration and disposition of this person to be, she looks to be a sea elf. Her particular skin coloration, just because this is a cool thing about our setting that I want to talk about, so I'm gonna... her skin coloration is not what you'd expect from a sea elf from Forgotten Realms or whatnot. She has a pattern on her skin that resembles more like the scales of koi fish, like blotches of white and whatnot covering it. She has long, very deep, almost seaweed-esque green hair. She catches your eye because you notice that she's dressed far more extravagantly than most people around her. She seems to be dressed like she's a noble of some kind. She's carrying a very small fan that somewhat looks like Avi's fan in her hands. Very large bow on the front of her outfits, multicolored robes, hair ornaments. Her eyes appear to be, and her lips appear to be painted in a way that you don't really see commonly here. As you come out, you see Efune looks somewhat confused by her, and you see this woman very casually chatting out of earshot, and then just place something in his hand. It looks to be a piece of paper, to which he opens his palm, looks at it, looks to her, and nods, though he seems kind of confused. As you see this, I'm actually going to give you a picture of this woman.
Oh!
That's right.
Yeah!
This game has art?
From where I stand?
What was your question, sorry?
Does she look like she's carrying any weapons from where I stand?
Not that you can see.
Whoa.
She looks like she places a piece of paper, might be a note, might be a letter, something else, places it into his hand, and as they do, they both look over and notice you. She smiles a very quaint, not quite familiar, but not fearful smile towards you. She bows very lightly, just dips her head, and turns, and then walks away in the other direction.
Who was that?
It's, something that woman wanted me to deliver to you. Well, not to you. To all of you. You see there's a look of apprehension on his face.
Just look like he's, scared of them in any way?
He looks like he's contemplating something that clearly has him a bit tilted. He looks to be a little bit frightened of something, but you wouldn't be able to tell that it was her directly.
The others should be eating in the room if you want to join us, or I can take it to them.
Sure, if you... I don't know how anyone would know that you're here, so... He holds this letter out to you. Whatever it is, be careful.
Are they dangerous?
I don't know them.
Do you know who they work for? He
Mm-mm.
holds up the letter. Alright, well, surprises.
They said that it was important that it be passed along and that we had allies that were mutual, but that they couldn't say anything else. That they didn't want eyes on me that I did not want myself.
Kind of them.
I don't know why they're not speaking directly to you. But if others know of who you are, and they know you're here, again, I urge you to be cautious.
And we'll nod.
Would you like me to join you?
I don't dislike your company. If you wish to hear what they have to say, by all means.
Your friend said that they had questions for me, but I said I'd meet them in my office. I don't want to impose.
I insist. Come with me.
All right. He walks behind you. Hello again.
Hello.
I
Welcome.
was just about to come meet you.
Miriam brought me here, sorry.
No worries.
Figure we could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You'll hold up the letter.
Hmm.
We had a delivery,
What?
right?
Oh, wonderful.
I'm gonna start looking at it and see if there's any glyphs or anything on the letter.
Roll me investigation on it, I suppose. Not that you can tell.
Looks fine to me. I'll open it up.
You open it. The message that is written inside is very simple. I'm going to just throw this at you. It's very short. It is a single folded piece of paper. You just have to undo a wax seal to open it. Whenever you do, yeah, it simply reads as I've sent to you.
Miriam will read it silently at first. I'm not sure if you want to hear this, friend. It speaks of things that might be some subject matter that could make you uncomfortable. But if you're in for a penny, I suppose.
I have no way of knowing if it's something I should not know.
It's true. As long as you're willing to roll the dice. And Miriam will start reading it out loud. The stars of Ilium guide our hearts. We wish to reach for those stars. Please meet me under the Kubochi Bridge when the time suits you, so we can speak of Bochi's liberation. I'm Aeon Okoma. Yes, Okoma. Had my thumb on the O.
I think that's a good idea to go to.
Do you know where this bridge is?
The Kubochi Bridge? Yes. It is not a bridge that holds any particular significance. I know the name, but there are a few like it that are within the village, passing over the various waterways that run underneath Bochi. One moment, and he stands. He walks over to another part of the common area where he seems to start regarding what looks like a very old, incomplete map of the village. As he does, you see him put his hand across it as if he's dusting it off. I'm not sure if it would be named. It's on the southern side of town. It looks like a bridge that heads outside the town over one of the waterways. If you were to head to the south, you would find it easily. I was not aware there was anything underneath it.
Does he seem confident when he says that?
Yeah, he seems perplexed, but honestly so. But
I have a
that's
feeling I
from
know-
the stars.
Possibly, or rather they say they wish to reach for those stars. So, perhaps they're looking to make a similar alliance that we look for. And they are just kindred spirits living in Bochi.
That, like some could be other hunted.
Would be ideal. More people who can kill these things, the better.
He walks over to you, sits back down. As I said before, I recommend caution.
We have been told that if we find more hunted, depending on their own thoughts, they could do the same as those who are hunting us, and looks over toward Miriam. Make sure that some certain ones of us are gone for good.
It's hard to keep me down. Mr. Ekogami, I feel like one of the questions we have for you is going to be a very simple one, but I'm not sure exactly how much you'd know. Have you heard of a Bastille of sorts in the area?
Yes. I know that it is to the north somewhere.
It's a good place to start.
I've never been there. I've been to very few places outside of Bochi. I know the Zugai can frequently make trips there.
That would track.
If you were to find and get information from a Zugaikan member, you might be able to find its location, or maybe if you followed a Zugaikan transport that was going there, they tend to ship things to and from the Bastille, then that might lead you there.
It's possible. We could also speak with, you'll gesture to the letter, see if they have any possible ins in that respect.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps we should rest before we go and speak with this woman, then. I'm ready to hit the hay. Oh, dibs on Tagachi. Raise his hand, just like dibs on Tagachi.
Oh. I've been
What? Someone's going to
tagged.
be Someone's going to be sleeping alone in a room. I want to make sure that I have company.
I seem to have been tagged.
God fucking damn you.
Hey, if hide and seek exists, then tag exists.
Oh,
Also, he's a
Wow.
dad. He has to make
I
that joke.
I don't know how to get over this whole you being a dad.
Yeah. I see my sense of humor has gone a lot better, hasn't it, Fenris?
That one was pretty good. Because your name's Tag.
Because it's tag.
oh my god, y'all are
Fucking
so
dorks.
I suppose you could say that you're it.
Somewhat dead-eyed. Ikogami, somewhat dead-eyed, stands as you guys are laughing. I'll leave you to it then.
As if Miriam's trying to leave, Avi will hurriedly get up, tear out a piece of paper out of her journal and just shove it at Miriam and walk past him out of the room.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
So who's with her?
Has Flux joined us?
Flux has been on the roof the whole time.
As a
Yup.
roof man.
That's probably how they found us. There's a robot on the roof. I don't know what a robot is. There's a flux on the roof.
There you go.
Well, usually I would.
I mean, I feel like if I walk in there, it's going to be very awkward, given that they seem to really not want to follow up on this.
Fenris? Well, Fenris, would you... She seems to be the least mad at you.
We've roomed together many a time. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You just let me know when he reads that.
I read that.
Damn.
Fenris will
I read it.
say her good nights and then disappear into the same room as Aviana.
Leaving Miriam with his own room, I believe.
Yeah,
Yep.
I guess.
The assassins can
Flux
get me.
on
You know
the
what?
roof.
Yeah, I'll say it out loud. I was like, I'm too lazy to type it. It's fine. It's very just scrawled handwriting. Clearly she does not have good handwriting, but there's a lot of words scratched out like, you're right, I can't, at the top, but it just reads, Miriam, I'm sorry. I can't keep it up. You're right. And scratched out beneath that, it's kind of barely legible, but Miriam's well read enough. It's like, you're too important to me. You frustrate me endlessly. And that's all scratched out. It's like, you don't have to talk to me. But I would like to. And that's it.
Ooh.
It's
so cute.
Ooh.
Ah, Cinderay bird.
Cinder, say what?
What?
Not you.
Do you all, with that, do you all settle in for the evening?
Mm-hmm.
Or for
Like
the afternoon, rather?
I feel so safe.
We know what time it is.
I feel like. Wait. Are there any? Are they just like around? Is there one in the room? It would be great if there was one in the room.
There's one in the common area. You would have, thinking back now that you've been made aware of them, you are aware of the fact that there is one of them in the hot spring, both outside of it and in the actual hot spring, and you'd be aware there's one outside the office. As you guys set into rest. Lexi!
Hello?
There's a second. No response.
Hi, I'm also on a sale.
Sorry, are you talking to me?
No, I don't think there's anybody else here.
I apologize. I'm not used to there being other people here.
Do you come here a lot?
I've been here for a while.
How come?
I was captured. I stood up against one of the lords of this land, and rather than kill me, they brought me here. How about you? Why are you here?
I kind of got stabbed, and then I ended up here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hopefully they do not submit you to what I have been. Keep your spirits high.
Wait, what did they do?
The one who runs this place, I have been forced to bear witness to her dancing and performing for quite some time on a regular schedule.
Is she bad?
Oh, she's quite good.
Oh. So why is it bad to watch her dance?
I am not being performed for, I am being performed at. Treated as if I am part of the scenery in their performance. I have been taken here, I believe, as some sort of possession of the woman who runs this place.
Do you know who runs this place?
I believe they go by the name Ravissimo. Ravissimo. Not Ravissimo.
Listen, it's the accent, leave me alone.
I'm sure. Well, that's French words for you.
Well...
Twitch, you hear that. You don't know what French is.
Whatever the hell French is.
I don't know what that is, but it makes me mad for some reason.
You hear that, and when you hear that, you were like, no, that was Elven.
I mean, like, would you be comfortable telling me your name?
I'm not sure it would mean anything to you.
Well, I'd like to know who I'm talking to.
Since coming here, there's many people who've tried to trick me. I have found that names have power.
Oh.
For example, I had learned that to speak the young lord's name here is to invite them into your company, something that it seems many people who live here do not know. But I was warned by a particular individual about that. Perhaps too late.
Okay, I don't want you to do anything that you would be uncomfortable with. Is there something, like, else that I could call you that would be, like, a nickname?
Nothing, I believe, that would suit me in my current state. You can call me whatever you wish to. But if you would be so inclined, I would not be against learning your name.
Well, now you've got me worried, because you said that names have power, so if you're not going to give me your name, then I probably shouldn't give you my name.
If you share my worries, I totally understand. However, I have not seen anybody else in these cells for a while. This land does not seem to have many people. And those who rebel seem to be killed quite readily, so very, very rarely does it seem like this place is made use of. If you're
like-
here, I presume they want you alive for something.
I mean, I don't know. So they just like bring you here and lock you up and make you watch the lady dance and then let you go?
And then they take me back here, yes. Until such a time that she becomes bored of me and will probably kill me.
Oh, okay. I thought that you'd been like captured a bunch of different times for like different stuff, like you kept ending up back
No.
here, but it's that you're like, okay.
I
so
fought
you're, like,
against that
on the occasion
demon.
to get out of this hell.
I was in a village here. I don't know how much you know of the land, or if you're native to it. But there had been an attack. A large demonic woman with red skin and very large horns and hair of flames attacked a village called Hoshokin, and I tried to stand against her, but between her and the Zugaikan soldiers who fought against them, I wasn't able to do much. I lost my weapon, a holy sword I'd been carrying, and I ended up here. Rather than have me killed, as that woman that defeated me, I believe her name was Jakku Ilnorkar, one of the members of the table. Rather than kill me, this Ravissima person decided to take possession of me. And that's how I ended up here. How did you end up here? You said that you were stabbed. Do you mean that you were transported here afterwards?
Mm-hmm. I don't have any of my stuff either.
They left me with my armor. But I suppose that is only because Ravissimon, she believes that I am more beautiful with it. How fortuitous for me.
Do you know how long you've been here?
I believe it's been at least several weeks.
Do they take care of you in any way? Like, do they feed you or anything?
I'm fed enough that I do not die. And it's curious. This woman, when she performs, she seems to drain the life out of all of those who see her do so. So they have made sure that they keep me healthy so that I can survive her performances.
They haven't taken me out for anything yet. They just kind of put me in here. Or I just kind of was in here when I got here.
Well, stay strong. To my understanding, there must be others like me out there. It was described that I would have allies. And I'm waiting for them to make some kind of move here. You seem very kind.
Thank you. So do you.
You can appraise my character when we are not both trapped in cells.
I'm glad that you have hope that we're gonna get out of here, because I do too.
I do. At the very least, if nobody comes, I will eventually find a way out of here. And if you are of strong character, I promise I'll take you out of here as well.
I was just thinking the same thing. I was hoping we can maybe help each other.
Absolutely. We should do our best to try to take stock of our situation.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, if you've been here for weeks and you don't have any kind of idea, any kind of escape plan?
No.
Anything? Could I try to Misty Step to the other side of the bars?
You definitely could.
Okay. I want to do that.
As you do, you use that magic, you disappear and you reappear on the other side outside your cell.
Okay. Before I go towards my new friend's cell, I'm gonna use disguise self just to look like I am wearing clothes.
Sure.
I'm gonna be like, yo, what up? I'm making new friend. Hey! Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm just gonna be like, "Hi, I'm gonna look at your lock a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can figure out if I can unlock it, and I'm gonna try to unlock it."
As you go over to it, as you see into the cell of this person, it is dark, but you do have dark vision, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
As you go over, the individual appears to also be wrapped up in a blanket that's been given to them. You do see their cells slightly better kept than yours. The blanket they have is considerably better than the one you have. But as you go over you do see the individual's face, and part of their arm where they're holding the blanket around themselves, because this area is very cold. It feels very damp in this place. As you go over there, you see their arm is coated in this pristine-looking silver armor that has a construction you'd associate maybe with something you might expect someone like Quinn maybe to wear, in terms of it being very knightly looking. But it looks to be of exceptionally fine construction. They have a very androgynous face, but there's a very beautiful look to them. They have very soft features, but very striking green eyes. Their hair, from what you can see of it, appears to be blonde, quite long, streaming down, quite kind of rather messy at this point. They've been here a while, and it seems like even though they've been taken care of, it's taken its toll on them.
How did you get out?
I have some magic, and I wasn't sure if it was gonna work. I hadn't tried yet, so I decided to try, and I guess it worked. And I'm just gonna see if I can pick your lock, and then I don't know. I guess we could just try and make a break for it. I don't know.
This place...
Or I could just go back in and we'll figure out a better plan. I don't know.
I am trying to pick this lock while I'm talking to him.
You do find it to be relatively difficult. It doesn't seem like just with your nails and whatnot you'd be able to.
I don't think I can get it. I don't have the right tools.
Even if you did manage to, I'm not sure that both of us could get out of here very well. This place is patrolled by those women. Sometimes they're there even when you don't realize.
I mean, what else are we supposed to do?
I don't think that I would be able in my condition to make it out of here without alerting them. And I'm certainly not able to fight as well as I could if I had my weapon. And you seem to be unarmed as well.
Like I said, I have some magic that can maybe help me, but I don't really like my chances on my own. And you've been out of the cell. The only place I've seen in this place is the cell. So I feel like maybe you could help. Do you know where they would keep your weapon?
I did not lose it here.
Where'd you lose it?
Before I was taken, I cast it aside so that Jakku would not get their hands on it. A young child that I had been defending during the attack, I believe as I lost consciousness, I saw them take it and abscond with it. I trust that they would have kept it safe somehow, but unfortunately it is far from here. Of course, if you were to find a regular sword, any weapon is a means to fight. But we are facing an enemy that I don't know much about. Since you can escape, though. I would not begrudge you if you tried to get out of here on your own.
I wouldn't want to leave you. It seems unfair.
Then might I recommend, knowing that you can get out of there whenever you want, might I recommend we take stock, and we try to gather information as best we can.
That's probably a good idea. Now I'm a misty step back in.
You're very amusing.
Well, thank you.
The magics of this land are very strange but interesting. They seem more lighthearted than I'm used to.
You hear the sound of them returning and sitting at the back of their cell, of armor clanking down.
So, think we should just gather information, take stock on what's going on from here?
Perhaps.
Okay.
I had not been comfortable asking before, but I will now. And you cannot tell me if you wish to. Are you a member of those that are referred to as the flock here? The hunted?
I feel like given everything that I know and where I am and what you've been talking about, it would probably be unwise for me to say anything about that.
I understand. Just know,
Sorry.
if you are, or if you have any allies who were, I should dearly wish to stay with you.
Why?
If it wasn't obvious, I am one of the 6.
Oh.
I have already been to see the lord of this land, and they informed me of the game we're playing. I seek the other 5, and I hope they have not already met their ends.
She has to be quiet. She don't know what to say.
With that, with you having met this individual, I think that's where we'll cut out from Lexi stuff.
That's fair, man.
Lexi,
Yeah.
you would be brought bread and water after a time.
Oh, good.
Little pouty face.
It's alright,
like she's
Lexi.
handed
I'll
it.
help you escape. Me, bread.
Yay.
I've been brought to you to help.
Just you,
Yeah.
a person brought to Lexi.
You eat her.
Well, times are rough. Oh.
Wait a minute.
We
Times
must
are
do what we
tough.
must to survive.
Yeah, she make a little pouty face at the bread and water, but then realize I gotta eat it to not fucking die, and then she eat it.
Not like anything else has taste in here anyway.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I will continue to try to scheme and plot with my new friend.
All right. As you guys drift to sleep, 3 things are going to occur. The first, Fenris, you once again have dreams of a particular individual, a woman who you can tell to be a Shadarkai similar to yourself. You see images of them walking in places you've been, whether these are past, premonitions of the future, or modern events. You see them walking about, investigating, searching at the same locations, searching at the graveyard that you guys had tried to enter, with them eventually arriving at and watching over the abode of Mother Tyr. And then as you dream, and as you dream a dream that feels very real to you, you see them lingering, sitting in a tree near Mother Tyr's abode, waiting, one leg up on it, the other hanging down, hiding in the shadows. And then you hear voices. Within this dream, you hear the voices of individuals who sound familiar for a moment, and then you realize the familiarity is because they are your own voices. Those of the group.
Oh.
As in the dream, you become aware that you are reminiscing from an outside angle of when you were speaking within Mother Tyr's abode. And within this dream, you are being watched very closely by this woman who you have seen kill their own, murder others, kill many members of who you assume to be the hunted, maybe the table, you can't be certain. But you regard that within this dream you've been made aware that perhaps they were there. Perhaps they've always been there. And perhaps they're there right now. As for you, Lexi,
What up?
you can give me one moment.
You explode.
I probably.
The moon explodes.
I'm not kidding.
Lexi,
Yeah.
as you sleep, you find yourself beginning to tap your fingers in a way that you find hard to control. Your body seems to begin twitching. You wake up briefly, not long enough to interfere with your rest, but you wake up and find that you have these sudden impulses. Your body begins to twitch nervously. You find that your arm will sweep without you meaning to. Your leg will scrape across the ground without you meaning to. You've lost some degree of control over your own body as you develop these seemingly random, uncontrollable tremors as your body shakes and moves occasionally without you meaning to. Avi, near the end of the rest, you awaken with a start as you find yourself becoming incredibly nauseous. Your stomach churns. You feel as if you'd eaten raw meat, and the taste of raw meat fills your mouth. As you're dreaming, the last things you remember were being at that same table where you'd met with the young Lord Semrai, consuming meat that in your dream you recognize to be taken from the bodies of those who are close to you. Though you don't see them in the way that a dream is, you recognize that you are, within this vision, happily consuming the bodies of those that you love.
It's not Fenris's stew. It's Fenris stew.
Upon being awake,
Oh!
Ooh.
Yummy, yummy.
you find this feeling does not subside. For the remainder of it, you will find yourself to be nauseated, and you are poisoned until it ceases.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
Well, neither of the rogues have advantage anymore.
As you all awaken, at the end, the last thing that you hear is the thunderous beating of hands upon wood. It would be, by your approximation, if you went to sleep around what should have been 9, it should be around 5:30-ish now. As this happens, you hear someone banging on wood outside. Those of you that are on the far side of the building, we didn't really say where you were situated, but those of you with windows that would look out towards the other two buildings, you would briefly peek outside. Let's say Merriam, for the sake of it. Merriam. Upon this happening, you briefly look out, and you see in the road, barely lit by torches, the couple of torches that are outside the sauna and are outside the inn itself, you see what appear to be half a dozen members that you recognize as the Zugaiken. Some of them dressed in slightly different armor than the ones you've encountered previously. As you see one particular member banging on the door of the office, just yelling out, "Come on, answer! It'll be better if you do! We know that they're here, Ekogami!" As they smash it again, and as they do, and as a single echo escapes of a thunderous hit upon wood. We cut to black, and I think that's where we're gonna stop for today. Alrighty, everybody at home, we'll see you guys later.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Loved and appreciated.